Yo, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Appreciate y'all joining the session here. I know it's a little late. We're heading towards the close of the market as we speak. It's about 2:56 p.m. on a Wednesday, August 18th. Yeah, it's kind of been a rough day. Starting it off with a nice sell-off, but it seemed like some of our stocks ended up gaining a little momentum, but nothing really major happening today as far as some of our hot picks that we've been following. As you can see here on the scanner, though, we do have some green as far as some of these other stocks taking off today that we might have talked about in the past. But you know how we do it on this channel. For all y'all new viewers out there, we're trying to follow them stocks that are about to break out, hit them highs, testing levels, and we're just looking for those momentum trades. And if that's something you like to do, trying to make some money, a quick dollar in your pocket, that's what we're trying to do for y'all here on these videos. But I appreciate y'all, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, showing some love to the channel here as we try to, make that happen for y'all. But for all y'all that have been following the channel, it's much appreciated here as we try to improve, the overall experience. But right now, you know how we do it. We like to talk about 4 of our top picks of the day, or 4 of the stocks that we're actually following, looking to break out. I know we've talked about, a few actually this week that we kind of had on the radar. And right now I do have 4 up here that I kind of wanted to touch base on. Right now we have Works, which is SC Works Corp. We have Dyadic International, ticker symbol DYAI. ANY, which is Sphere 3D Corp. And we also have ReShape Lifesciences, which is RSLS. Now, we've all had, talks about these stocks here in the past. I know this week we've touched base on a couple of these, but I did end up picking up RSLS, which is one that I kind of called out a few weeks back. Seen some movement in this one today, and I decided to take a position as we're starting to hit certain levels. There was some news posted on this, I believe yesterday. But as far as a business update here, I don't really know what the update is. I'm still looking to check on that. But I know it was some gossip as far as some new maybe technology or treatment, or something, some devices, product. I don't know. One of those things was going on with this company, causing the price to move today. I know their earnings were also released, and I think they had a boost in their gross profit there, or their sales, a few $1,000,000, which is also some good news. I kind of need to dig in a little more. I don't want to give y'all false information on what's really going on with this company here. This is just one I've recently talked about, but haven't put my full focus into what this company is actually doing. I know they have a lot with I think it's called lap bands, as far as weight loss, something that they can put in your body that can constrict your diet, I guess, and keeping you from consuming so much food or things that you probably shouldn't. It's kind of just keeps you just taking in minimal, as you eat. It kind of, if you are those that have a big appetite, well, this keeps you from taking in so much. It will cause you to maybe feel sick if you do overeat. Which is something I'm familiar with, because I did have a relative in the past that had this product, as far as that procedure done for them, and it kind of helped them lose weight, which was an overall experience, and turned out on the good. I believe they lost like 50, 100 pounds, something like that. I can't really remember because it was years ago, but they're doing good things. Bottom line, it's kind of why I wanted to pick up this stock, kind of maybe talk a little bit more about this as the week moves on. I'm going to end up probably doing another technical analysis depending on where this goes tomorrow. That's the closing bell right now. As you can see, we're already at the end of the market. Y'all know how I do already. I know I like to talk. I start ranting on and things like that. But let's go ahead and jump right in here. Works, man. We picked this one up at the beginning of the week. I know we had a big run, about a week or so ago, where we ended up hitting a high of 5, and since then we've come down touching those lows. And I called it, another buy signal as we broke through this level here, about $3, and we're looking to hold support here. I actually bought in on a low because I started to see the on the 4-hour curling up. So just me watching the stock as it plays, I kind of felt a little more confident, so I bought in. I believe it was around like 290 or so. But as you can see, we're holding support around that $3 level, give or take. We hit a high of 326 today, and hopefully we're looking to push higher. Looking at the daily, I know there's a lot of selling going off in the market, and yesterday there were some red days. but we looked to kick back up today towards midday or so. We started to hit those levels again where we left off previously last week. And as you can see on the daily here on Works, we're starting to curl up little by little. We already closed on a green candle again today, and same on the 4-hourly. As you can start to see it just sold off, hit that level, and we're starting to come up. Although we see that resistance here, we're looking to break through this here hopefully this week. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on exactly the movement of this stock, and as far as when we may be able to see some of these higher levels here. I'm not really sure on a short term as far as how long we might have to hold these shares. It's something we're gonna have to just kind of wait it out and ride it. We have to just kind of wait and see for the volume to come in, maybe get an article published, but we need to have a little bit more momentum build up in order for us to break through these levels about 340 or so. That's kind of where I see 330, 340, give or take, a resistance level. There's a lot of traffic in that range there. But if y'all are looking to trade on this stock, as you see, we squeezed up here, a couple of dollars previously about a week ago. This was a short squeeze candidate, around 50% of that short interest. I know the interest has come down since because we did squeeze a lot of those sellers out of those positions here previously. So we're looking to see, just pretty much gain on price as far as what the company's doing. We're not looking for a short squeeze, but there's just some good news that's been coming out with this company. And I just think that we're going to start to see this price move up a little more. I mean, don't hold me to that. I don't always, I'm not always right. Don't know everything, but it's kind of how I feel as I've been watching this stock move for the last couple of weeks. We'll let you know on this. We'll keep you updated as Works moves around. Right now, I'm invested with a few hundred shares, and I have it on the watch list. So I'll be watching it as it fluctuates, seeing if we're going to end up holding the stock down as we move up. If we start to come down and don't see enough movement throughout the week, I'll be looking to pull my position towards the end of the week there also. But stock number 2, we have DYAI, Dyadic International. This is a COVID technology company here. There's some details I broke down, I believe, on a previous video. If y'all want to check that out, I'll leave the link to the video below on the bottom of this video. But right now, we've been testing levels over the last few days. As you can see, we had a sell-off yesterday, and we're kind of riding a level that we called out around 450 or so. We see a lot of support here, as you can see here on that 450. We've been testing that level, multiple times here on the 30-minute. Checking out the long term though. As you can see, we had that resistance level there, back in July. Once we broke through that 200-day moving average, we tested that level, came down, broke through that level, and this is the range we're playing at right now. We hit an all-time high a couple days ago, but you can see we had that little sell-off. But I have the wedge still forming as we consolidate into that wedge. We're holding that range around $4.50 and $5. I would call this a key level for a buy point right here. As you can see, we closed today on a green, and if we can open tomorrow at this level, we're looking to push higher. I really feel like we just need that volume to come back into this stock, give it a boost. But y'all know COVID is a lot going on with COVID right now. They had some good news released previously, I believe it was last week, as to what they're doing with their new technology, trying to distribute it across the world globally. And they have a fast way of doing that through their pipeline. So this is something that we're really interested in, trying to get these vaccines and these therapeutics and diagnostics out to the public there. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of potential in this stock, even though we're taking some losses here and there, a lot of volatility. I'm still holding my position. I'm not going nowhere. I'm holding it down, and we're looking to test these levels here soon. We do have a high, as you can see, back in April or so of 878. Testing the level on the weekly here is this weekly trend line I drew, and as you can see, it's been consistent testing those levels here, and this is why we're following it, because we got that breakout now, and we've been holding this level over the last about a week now on that breakout level. We just need that volume to build back up. As you can see, we've had it. We had that volume that killed the price there, but let's just get that volume back again. Let's push back up, breaking through this level. As you can see, we're holding level on that trend line here, and that's the resistance level, but we are looking to break through that as the news starts to pour in and the sales start to get this is kind of how we're looking for the stock to break out here. COVID vaccine, I mean, who isn't trying to get their hands on that right now, so this is why I'm in this, interested in this stock. I'm holding it down, waiting it out. I've come all the way down to $4 or so, and I still held it. I'm waiting. I know we can test higher, and that's just the way I feel here. But check it out, DYAI. Check out the video I post. Get yourself familiar with this stock as to what they're doing on the company level there. Alrighty, ANY Sphere 3D Corp. Now this is one that we've talked about also previously, testing those certain levels here. As you see on the 4 hour, we've already come down from a high of 658, and we're kind of consolidating within this range here. You see that 50-day moving average. We kind of dropped a little below that today, but it's kind of what the market did. It's not just the stock itself. But yeah, we're looking to break back up above the 50-day. Start to consolidate around 470 or so. We're looking to break out to this 658. This company here, you know, familiarize yourself with this one also. I did mention this as to what they're doing in one of my videos. I'll also post this one on the bottom of this video here so y'all can check it out. But even though we're holding for a few days now, man, it's coming. Like the momentum's starting to build. We're starting to consolidate. We're pushing up. You know, and we're looking to break these levels soon, y'all. Just don't let these lows scare you out of these positions. You know, be confident in what these companies are doing, and you'll be all right. You know, you can't just play the gamble guessing game all the time. You know, even though you can see we may come down a little lower, possibly, you know, 350. I'll be looking to grab up more shares again, though. I know we've had a lot of red since then, but I feel like this company's doing a lot as to what I researched on and was digging into. I think it's just a matter of time before this one takes off also. But find a good position, you know, to buy in. $3.50, $4 is a good range. Maybe wait for tomorrow morning, open up, see where we open. I know today we kind of had a down day, but there's a lot of stocks that were on the downside today, so I'm not really letting it, you know, upset me too much. I'm not trying to get emotional with any of these trades, because this is how you end up taking a loss. You're thinking you're bottoming out, you're moving down more and more and more. You end up selling your position, you know, losing 10-20% of what you invested, and before you know it, tomorrow it takes right back off again. So just kind of hold your ground, y'all. Just know your levels. You know, just know when to call it also as to when you decide to pull out. You know, I've always called it 5%, 10%. If I'm already at a loss, depending on what the company's doing, if I'm not confident, I'm looking to pull out at that time. But that's just my strategy, and you know, I'm just trying to share my thoughts with y'all as to how my technique works also. But stock number 4, ReShape Lifesciences, RSLS. You know, right now on the 30-minute, we've kind of recovered from a low of 266 yesterday in the pre-market. And yeah, we've been kind of just pumping since, you know, 266. We're already moved up $1 in a day. And right now we're testing a certain level, looking to break out. We had the volume coming in 173% above our daily average. And if we can get an article to publish on this one here, we can probably see this one break through and start to see these all-time highs also. This ain't an all-time high, it's more of a short-term high, but we have hit this high in the past previously. I believe this was just a week or so ago, and you know, that's another $1 gain there. And if I mean, the history of this stock, I mean, the stock is like, you know, it's got a high of like $1,000 or so is how it's showing. I know on Webull it looked like $100, so I don't really know which one's accurate, but it's up there. So I mean, we're just going to continue to follow these. You know, we're looking to break through. We actually broke through 350. We're holding around 370 now. So yeah, 370 or so. Looking to break higher. If we can hit this $4 mark, this is a key level though. $4 make it to where we're starting to push up higher. But this is a level we have to break through, or we may test it and just come right back down. So just something to keep in mind here. As you can see, the trend line on the chart is drawn high to high to high. We're consolidating. We're starting to push up from that low, and we're going to be looking to break through this level here pretty soon, y'all. So just watch it. You know, that's all I can say. Just watch it. Keep it on the watch list when we're watching. We got a couple more I want to touch base on here. I'm kind of move through these pretty swiftly here, but Zella Technologies, just kind of wanted to fill y'all in on Zella, y'all. You know, we ain't forgot about Zella. I know ain't a lot of play been happening here, you know, over the last couple of weeks, but we're hitting key levels here on a low. You know, I doubled up on shares. You know, I loaded up the boat, hitting these levels here. We're looking to do some good things hopefully again. We're bouncing. We're showing some good support here, as you can see also in the past. And hey, man, let's push back up. You know, let's push back up to these levels. We're looking around $3 and up to like 330, 340. You know, 350 even. There's a range. I mean, you can call it wherever you want to call it. If you want to follow these levels, I might just need to draw my trend lines a little cleaner. But this is the range. We've played it before. We've taken profits in certain areas here, but yo, we want to hit these highs. You know, we ain't been up here in a while, and that's kind of where we're looking to go. Look at this, almost $9. Like, Let's test these levels again, but we need to push up. Come on, Zella, we need something for y'all. We need some good news. But it's not over yet, y'all. We're not done with this stock. You know, we're hitting lows. I know a lot of interest is drawn out, but I'm still feeling this stock, y'all. This is one of my favorites. Been profitable with this one in the past. This is one I've been following for over months now. You know, we've hit highs of like $7, you know, back in March, and I've been following it since. This was my first trade I took, was around this time, and it's not over as we start to squeeze into this wedge. It's a long-term wedge, though, you know. So maybe by the end of the year, September, who knows, earlier. We're gonna before the end of the year, y'all. We're gonna be up here again. Just note that. If you want to go for the ride, let's go for the ride. Diversify, y'all. You know, spread out that change in your portfolio. Jump on the train of a lot of these good stocks, man. You know how we do it here. We like to call out the good ones. We don't play with all them dummies. But yeah. I had one more stock I wanted to touch base on, and which one was it? Verb. So we picked up Verb yesterday. We hit a high today, like $2, $2.04. But yeah, they're hating on us still, man, pushing us back down. They don't want us to break out. We broke out, you know, closed at 106 in the green. We're testing that level, that $2 mark. Hopefully tomorrow we can break above. You know, we're already hitting them lows on that 200-day moving average on the daily. We can draw that trend line down here if you want to do that, just to see, you know, more or less how we're holding here. But yeah, we need to break these levels again, y'all. That's what we're looking to do here. So, yep, let's break through tomorrow. That's what I'm looking to do. So, if y'all on it, man, Verb, man, 182 right now. You know, you can get it in cheap, man. We got the volume starting to come in. We got some good earnings that weren't too bad, you know, had some good outlook for the future here, the 2022. And yeah, man, we got a conference coming up. They're gonna start moving, you know. We're at a low. I mean, for us to come all the way back down to 130, I just don't see it happening. They're doing good things. You know, 189, let's get in. Let's load the boat, y'all. You know, I'm holding what, 400 shares, something like that. So I'm good, you know, I'm good with 400 shares. I'm gonna hold it down, see what we can do with that. Usually I get a little more greedy, but right now I'm testing the waters with some of these other ones. We're gonna see what we can do. We're trying to make a win this week for the end of the week. It's kind of hard to do it when your market's red, but we're trying to play against the odds here, and hopefully we can still end the week on the upside. But this is kind of the, you know, 6 I wanted to touch base on today. I know I wasn't able to post this morning. Not really much to talk about when your market's red, you know, so it's just a little discouraging, but I don't want to let y'all down as to the consistency of these videos, so I'm going to try to keep them coming as frequent as possible. And I appreciate y'all tuning in, you know, chopping it up, hanging with your boy today. And I'm going to catch up with y'all again tomorrow morning. For those of y'all that are liking the video, y'all show the channel some love here, you know, thumbs up, subscribe, man, be in the know every time I drop one of these, and you can be profitable just like the rest of us. But appreciate y'all taking the time, kicking it, and we'll talk again tomorrow morning, y'all. Peace out.